Okay, so in this video, what we're going to talk about today is one of the top demonic gatekeepers by the name of Belial. Okay, Belial is a night demon. All right, he is a king, and with kings, there are specific things that you need to know about. First of all, kings love the color of gold, they love yellow, and they love green. All right, their incense, well, his incense more so in particular, from what he had told me, would be frankincense. But you can also use sandalwood too. Sandalwood is something that suffices to him as well, so that doesn't really matter. Okay. Now, when it comes down to working with Belial, he can provide you with the ability to manipulate a situation to the point where no one realizes exactly what happened and they just go along with what exactly was put out there, okay? He can truly catch people off guard, all right? He's another one that can make your enemies love you. He can promote you to very, very high spaces in your job, put you into very high spaces when it comes down to politics, if you're someone that is involved in politics or you are a politician, all right? He is very, very protective when it comes down to people that he works with. If there is a sorcerer that he respects, he will go to great lengths to protect them, okay? He's the type that'll really get you off your ass and fully motivate you to do what the fuck it is that you're wanting to do. So if you're wanting to make a pact with him, he's someone that will get your shit into gear, but it's not going to be anything that's easy, and he's not going to be someone that's extremely calm about it. I know there's some spirits that are very lax, like Bune. Bune tends to be very lax about it, but when it comes to Belial, he does not fuck around. So when you get to that point of deciding to make a pact with him, you might want to fucking keep that in mind, okay? Belial's metal is gold, okay? He loves to help you ascend, all right? He's very good at connecting you to your higher self, very good at connecting you to spirits that can help you get further results in your rituals. He also is someone that prefers for you to call him forward to help you get better results in your rituals too. He can help you to understand invocation and get your possession rights down packed to really understand exactly what's going on and how to fully execute what it is that you're trying to achieve when you're doing an invocation, okay? Belial showed himself to me as a dark shadow being with a long snout, okay? He was very tall, very tall. Usually, you know, I've heard that some people on some accounts say that he's about 5'8", but he was very tall, okay? And he towered over me. He was really, really huge. I didn't see anything else. I didn't see any hair. He was just really tall with this long snout from the silhouette that I saw, okay? He stood in front of me. I invoked him to the north. But you can invoke him and evoke him in the north and also in the south, all right? Now, when it comes down to working with him, he can be very much so, you know, he can be very much so one that does not fuck around. He doesn't tend to fuck around, so he knows what he wants. And if you are not willing to do that, then he's not going to fuck with you. He's not going to work with you. If there's someone who turns your back on a pact, he will drive you fucking insane. He has been known to drive people fucking crazy if they cross him, okay? If you cross him or you become one of his enemies, he can really fuck you up something fierce, really by not even attacking you, just by fucking your mind up and distorting things that you thought were normal, making you literally slowly go insane, okay? So you might want to be careful when you're approaching spirits like him. Recently, I had an experience with him where I was possessed by him, and I was doing a rite to assist one of my friends that is having a lot of problems going on right now, that of which we can't talk to him, his family can't talk to him, and there's a lot of mystery kind of surrounding this entire situation. Reading into the situation, there's some foul play going on, and he's being blamed for some shit that truly is not the case. So we decided to perform this rite. And upon going into this rite, Belial fully possessed me, and I was able to kind of stand out of my body and watch myself from afar, just kind of like looking from a distance. And I could see my body moving around, doing weird gestures and strange convulsions. But it got to the point where the ritual became very interesting because I was watching myself and I could see myself fall over to the ground. Okay, so my body's on the ground and I'm watching myself, and I stand back up and I'm able to see me doing Qigong. Okay, so I'm doing Qigong and gathering up all of this Qi energy. And once I was done gathering this energy, this booming voice came out. So his voice is very booming, but it can be hoarse. Okay, so it was very hoarse at the same time. So it was loud but hoarse, and he spoke a demonic language. I can't quite identify what it was because I don't remember exactly how it went. But as I was watching, I could see that my body was completely changing because of the fact that he had entered into my body. Okay, now I did go into a full-on possession and was dancing next to the flames. My candle flames were extremely high. I thought they were going to fucking explode. Okay, and I was just getting visions of my friend that I was doing this stuff for, being safe, being okay. So it's really, he was confirming these things for me to help me understand, like, everything is going to be fine. But sometimes, you can really panic in these kind of situations because you just really want this person to be okay, especially if you are, especially if you know this person, or if a loved one knows this person or is close to this person. I really take it to the heart when it comes down to people who are being falsely accused and falsely convicted, because that's a bunch of bullshit. All right. So that was my experience with him. And after the rite was over, I literally just crashed to the ground because I was so exhausted. Okay. And I just really couldn't do anything. I was so tired. And the next day I woke up, I felt really good. I felt really energized, and I felt like there was a lot of things that got cleared up, with questions that we had. Those were answered, and things seemed to be a lot lighter and better. Now we're progressing, and literally the day that I woke up after I was done with the ritual, that next day, Belial was like, you're going to need to do some more work on this if you actually want to see and yield these results. So I'm going to do some more work on it, because that rite was very powerful, but it does involve individuals that are surrounding this person that really do not want to see him free. So we're going to have to go further in depth this time, and I'm going to go in depth, and I'm going to probably be doing this for a few days. And I'm really excited to see what these results are going to look like. It seems like it's going to go very well. I really appreciate you guys for watching this video. As always, if those of you that are new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you are enjoying this content, turn on post notifications so that you can be alerted for all of my content in the near future. I really appreciate the continued support. My Patreon is going to be up and running very soon, so that those of you who support me, those of you who want to talk to me, those of you who want to chat, literally you can be able to chat me on there. If you're supporting me and you're already subscribed, I'll answer most of the questions that you might have if I do have the time. As always, guys, remain sovereign.